So this is a Fuji processor, and with this processor it does not have the control panel attached to it. This is where you would actually pull up the patient and you would select your projections. Here you have the PA chest, lateral chest, and it also gives you a possible AP chest just in case the patient can't get up off the stretcher. You would ensure that you're selecting the correct projection that you would take, and then you would the image would come up here once you made the exposure. Now, because the control panel is not attached to this particular system like it is in lab, we also have a control panel. So if you are working in a clinical facility that has them separate, you are not only going to have to pull up your patient on the processor, and that's where your image will come off. You'll also have to come here and select your equipment that you're going to be using. So if you look over here, you have the wall bucky, you have the tabletop, and you have the table bucky. So you need to ensure that you are selecting the correct place that your image receptor is going to be placed. Then here you have a menu that will allow you, once you selected where you want to be, you can toggle through this and select whatever projection or exam you're going to be doing. And then finally up here you have your KV control and your mask selection. So right here we're on manual exposure, so you would have to go in and select your KV and your mask. Now typically the only thing that we're going to change is going to be our mask, because when you go to whatever projection, it's going to default to the KV that they want you to use, and then you would select your mask. Now because I hit the AP shoulder instead of the scapula Y here, it automatically went to AEC, which is your automatic exposure control or chambers, which allows the equipment to stop the exposure once enough has been felt by those chambers to say that an adequate amount of mass has gone across the patient. Then your mass is going to show up once the computer terminates the exposure.